One of the things I started using years ago to really get clarity on things I wanted to do, things I wanted to accomplish, they might not be C-type goals, but they're things I really wanted in my life. And that is a vision board. How many people here have a vision board? It's a pretty good chunk of you. Okay, how many don't? Okay, so a decent chunk too. I really want to encourage you to start using vision boards. Now, when I create a vision board, I like to do it where, I've got a collage of pictures of different things that I want to achieve. And I get it framed really nicely. So it's not just some, billboard on the wall. And I get it framed, I put it in the bedroom. Nobody else really needs to see it. But it's something that I'll see when I wake up, I'll see when I go to bed, and I'll see throughout the day. And it's really good for keeping me on track to certain things. Well, I guess it was 3 years ago. We had an event in New York City at Carnegie Hall. My father was being honored. And I thought, it'd be fun to go. I'm going to go to New York for that. And I kind of like New York. I don't go there very often, but I really like New York. And so it was 3 years ago. It was in November, and I was turning 55 that December. Now, for me, 55 has been my favorite number since I was a kid. I have no idea why. I just think it sounds cool, 55, It's got a good ring to it. And I wanted to do something special for my 55th birthday. And the honest answer is I had nothing really going on at that time. So I'm going up there to New York. It's November. My birthday's in December. And wandering around the city, just kind of kicking around. One of the things on my vision board was an old Austin Healey. I got a real thing for the Austin Healey. I don't know why, just always have. They're kind of a cool looking old car. And it was on the vision board, and there was a site that I had followed for a couple of years called Cooper Classic Cars. And they have Healeys, they have Jaguars, Ferraris, all old classic stuff that are in like concourse condition. And it's in New York, so I thought, I'm there, I'm gonna go and check it out. So I went for a good long walk. I didn't realize how far it was. It was about 6 miles. And I get there, and the doors are closed. I'm thinking I thought it was a proper dealership, but it's really a guy's collection that he sells. But there was a buzzer on the door, so I hit the buzzer, and somebody said, well, it's by appointment only. I said, well, I'm really kind of interested. I'm just here in town for the weekend. So he says, I'll come down and let you in. So he let me in, and he hit all the lights, and God, there was just this, I don't know, there's about 20 just beautiful cars all sitting in the showroom. And one of them was an Austin Healey. And it was like mint condition. It was, wow, it was exactly what I was looking for. It was right what was on my vision board. And I started talking to the guy about it. I sat in it, and he had all the paperwork on it. It was completely restored, so I mean, it looks better than new. And so we were talking a little bit and talked about the price. It was a little bit more than I wanted to get into. I was just starting to renovate a house in Florida. And so, do I really need to spend this on a car right now? Probably not. So, I talked to him, and then I left. And I'm walking away, and I'd taken a bunch of pictures, and I sent them to my father. He said, well, Brian, go and do it. And I said, I don't know. I said, well, it'd be kind of cool if I bought that for myself as a birthday present for my 55th birthday. That'll be something I'd remember. So I kind of created this whole little thing in my head. Okay, I'm going to go back and buy myself a birthday present. I thought it was kind of silly, but it was kind of fun. And I went back to the dealer, and the guy let me back in. I called him, so he was expecting me this time. I went back in, and we negotiated the deal. And I walked out, or just before I walked out, I said to the guy, I said, I'm buying this as a birthday present for myself. I was kind of happy for myself. And he said, oh, well, that's nice. He kind of looked at me a little bit weird. And I'm walking out. And as I'm walking back to the hotel, I called him up and I said, can you email me the British Heritage Certificate on the car, just so I kind of have something to look at until, he was going to ship it to me in a couple of weeks. And he said, sure. I get back to the hotel, and I opened this thing up, and it was just amazing. And this is the power of these things when you just put out there. Well, I looked at this, and it's a 1962 Austin Healey. I was born December 8th, 1961. Well, I opened it up. The car started to be built on December 8th, 1961, on my actual birthday. I mean, you can't search that stuff out, So it's really something, the power of this, if you live it and get into it. So I really encourage you to create a vision board of all kinds of things you want. And some of them can be silly. It doesn't really matter. I've got one on there right now where I got a 6-pack,
Yeah. Show us.
Right now I have a 12-pack, but I'm working on it. You know, so you can put anything on there, but just really live into it. There's a lot of value in it. You want to achieve big things. I mean, that's what everybody's here for. So really have fun and create something that's worth looking at, something that's worth having and having fun with, and you will be amazed at what comes out of that.